And now let's get on to the splendid engine himself. Here's James. Yep, James. So let's start off with his front. It looks pretty good. I mean, I never got a normal Trackmaster James like this because the only ones I had are I believe it was the Talking James. Yeah, that's correct. And I just got the Scare James and the Real Steam James, the Celebration James, and the original Tommy James. So I'm very happy that I got this James. So it looks pretty good with the face, having the white dots in them. Looks pretty good. The side is pretty good. And everything looks pretty good. And for those wheel arches of the blacks, one of them are just okay, except for this one. Looks like the people at Mattel are just trying to rush things or something like that. I had no idea what's going on with Mattel. Probably they're rushing things off with their merchandise or something like that, or just the new technology or whatever. I don't mind for this. I don't mind how they really do this. Then the back and then the other side looks pretty good. So yeah, that's James. And now let's look at the tender. It looks pretty good too. It's just your normal tender. It's pretty good though. Pretty good. I finally got myself a Trackmaster James, which this will be replacing my real Steam James that I had over like about a few years, which you have seen it in one of my videos. So let's do it in a little bit of a comparison. Okay, that's how it looks. So yeah, that's basically your little quick comparison with the real Steam James. Now let's move on to the Tommy James in comparison, shall we? So yeah, that's your comparison between the old original Tommy James and this one. So yeah. And I know that I might get a little bit of backlash for saying this, but this will be replacing with this one as well, but I think you might see this. I think you might see it in upcoming custom. No, wait, not custom. I think I might. You might see this James in future videos sometimes. So, yeah, that's the comparison of James with the Real Steam one and the Tommy one. I am very glad that I got this, James. I mean, it is that obvious that I'm trying to find a regular James because I really need a James like this. And also, one more thing about those accessories. I just hope that this Rebecca will fit the same way. Let's find out, shall we? and it fits quite very well, and it doesn't even stretch out. That's nice. And this is how it looks. I just thought that this will ever fit the same, but it did though, and that's amazing. All right. This is the only thing that I forgot to mention. Anyway, I'll go ahead and put new batteries in them real quick. And oh wait, what's going on in this Rainbow Thomas? Alrighty. I thought it was working, but a few taps and it works. Man, the Rainbow Thomas's chassis is red. Wow, that is surprising. So yeah, I just did a little bit of a jump cut because we'll just be here all day. So, yeah. So yeah, I put batteries on Rainbow Thomas, Percy, Rebecca, and James. And they seem to be working pretty good. So yeah. Okay, so before we can get to the run, do I recommend by getting the pack of Thomas, Percy, Rebecca, and James? Well, I suggest that you should because think about it, because of the minor updates that they done, like the mail car with the gray roof, as well as some few changes to Rebecca, like the middle wheel based on the show and the updated face. So yeah, I would recommend by getting this pack. So therefore, I give this a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. It is a pretty good pack. I mean, it's pretty good that you get a few members of the Steam team, and yeah, it's pretty good that you get members of the Steam team, and wanted to get that pack in your Thompson Friends Trackmaster or rebranded motorized collection. So yeah, we will go ahead and do the run real quick. In 3, 2, 1, go. And that was your run on the Thomas and Friends motorized 4-pack of Thomas, aka Rainbow Thomas, Percy, Rebecca, and James. So I would recommend by getting this pack because of the minor changes that they made, like the mail car and some updates to Rebecca. I would recommend by getting this set or just the pack. Pack, I should say. I would highly recommend by getting this pack. Overall, it looks a pretty good pack. I suggest that you would get it on Walmart's website because it's not in everywhere else, especially the Thomas the Tank Engine wiki. So, yeah, those are really nice items of these four. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what do you think about this pack. And so, yeah. And also one more thing, I still had my Celebration James, and he's still right there. I wish I could compare that to you, but oh well. So, sorry about that because I was in a rush by getting everything done for this. Anyways, this is Draymond Arts Productions signing off, and I hope that you had yourself a pretty good Mother's Day last week, and have yourself a pretty good day. This is Draymond Arts Productions signing out.